First of all, shout out to Ticket TV. He was all over this story, all right, about the shenanigans, the dastardly deeds that are going on, committed by Alan Foster of Big Baller Brand. All right, he was all over this before ESPN and any of those mainstream sports and news media outlets. So shout out to Ticket TV. If you're not subscribed to Ticket TV, make sure you subscribe to Ticket. All right. Now, before I go further into the main subject at hand, I wanted to just say something, right? Reese B, all right? I saw your comment on my last video when I was talking about Nick Wrong and Listless Carter of Worst and Worst, all right? You said that, you know what I'm saying, like I'm worse than any Bron-sexual because I keep talking about LeBron. Well, not every video I do I talk about LeBron. Yesterday, I did 2 pieces on the Chicago Bulls, the historic teams, and then I gave my thoughts on the result of the Mueller investigation, which pretty much, while supposedly it didn't exonerate Trump, it didn't, supposedly none of the evidence was sufficient enough to lead to a suspicion of guilt. All right, so I don't always talk about LeBron James. All right, what it is you don't look at those videos. You don't look at when I talk about, you know, the history of the Milwaukee Bucks, or when I'm talking about if Reggie Miller will fit in today's NBA game, or, you know, when I'm talking about the great free throw shooters in history. Those videos don't appeal to casuals. I'm not saying you're a casual, but only hardcore basketball fans look at those videos. You seem to look at the videos that you complain about me doing. So I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even really shit on LeBron in that video. I said that he deserves more to blame than what they're talking about, but he doesn't deserve all the blame. But, you know, I don't have to, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to Lonzo Ball, man. Lonzo Ball and his other brothers, his brothers, but in particular Lonzo Ball, man. I guess Ball's nuts finally have dropped. He's his own man. You know what I'm saying? He's seen all of the bullshit that's going on with Big Baller Brand. And he's severing ties with the company. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be part of any situation where you got a crook in charge of shit or a crook involved. All right? According to the story, at least $1.5 million is unaccounted for. We all pretty much know where that money went. It's somewhere in Alan Foster's possession. All right? And I've never purchased anything from Big Baller Brand, but I've heard the horror stories about how people who were charged an exorbitant amount of money for a pair of tennis shoes, $500 plus, $600, $700 for a pair of shoes, and they're waiting 3, 4, 5, up to 6 months later, and they still haven't received anything. So that already tells you that something's wrong with the organization. You know what I'm saying? There's some dysfunction there. So let me read from this article. I'm going to post a link to this article in the description. All right. Oh, lost it right quick. Let's see if I can find it. All right. Scandal. I'm reading from a New York Post article. Scandal is taking Big Baller Brand and Lavar Ball's in trouble by Greg Joyce. All righty. Big Baller Brand is going down which presents the question, is Lavar Ball crashing down with it? Lakers god Lonzo Ball is severing ties with a co-founder of the sneaker and apparel company, Alan Foster, over a missing $1.5 million and concerns about the business manager's criminal past, ESPN reported. Really, Ticket TV reported. It led to the Ball family having talks over the weekend about folding Big Baller brand and everything associated with Foster, according to the network. Now, my thing is, and Ticket brought this up in his video, right? I think it was actually a live stream he was doing. Now, what was the guy? The financial advisor, Humble Lukonga, all right? I'm just going to say Lukonga. Lukonga warned LeVar Ball because even though from perusing this article, Lonzo Ball had a majority stake in the company, he deferred the active role as far as, running things to his father, LeVar. Now, if Lukonga warned LeVar Ball that there was some inconsistencies as far as the balance is concerned, and that that monies was missing all the way back in October, and you're just now siding and verifying with what Lukonga said. And how in the world this company been around since when? When did it create this company? Was it 2015? Okay, Foster was the one who convinced LeVar Ball to create the company in 2014, according to the report. Now, you're trying to tell me LeVar Ball is going to get, involved with creating a company with a guy, and you didn't do any background checks on this guy? And even worse than if you didn't do any background checks on this guy, which shows a lack of common sense. You know what I'm saying? A lack of common sense and a lack of what's the term I want to use? A lack of self. Basically, that shows a lack of, like self-protection. I'll say that. Like, why would you get involved with someone, who has a past like that? Well, like if he knew about it, if he knew, apparently from the way he was wording it, he knew that this guy, according to the article, served time for mail fraud and money laundering in 2002. Now, Lonzo wasn't informed of this until 2 weeks ago. I got a feeling from looking at LeVar's message to ESPN, quote, "I've always believed in the best in people. Regretfully, I put my complete trust in Alan Foster to manage my son's business affairs. At the end of the day, family comes first, and I support Zoe wholeheartedly. Together, we will make this right." Now, the comment when he said, "I've always believed in the best in people. Regretfully, I put my complete trust in Alan Foster." Did you know about that, LeVar, and you still chose to help create a company with a known criminal? If you knew that and still went ahead with it, you are an absolute complete dumbass. Absolute fucking, as Fred Sanford said, "You big dummy." Big dummy. Donkey of the fucking year. Well, you look like a donkey who been munching in a barrel of fucking, I can't believe it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man, but And then you had the Lakers organization wondering whether or not those cheap-ass shoes whether those cheap-ass shoes have been contributing to Lonzo's ankle issues, ankle injuries. But I'm just, lack of a better word, I'm just fucking flummoxed and flabbergasted. Just can't believe it, man. If he knew that this dude was dirty and he went along and created a company with this guy and had a lax and laissez-faire attitude as far as like watching this guy, and then you were warned and then you didn't do anything, man, fucking imbecile. I understand, Lonzo, man. Like, I know that's your dad and everything, man, but that dude's a fucking idiot, man. Straight up. Complete lack of business acumen on his part, man. Tell me what you guys think.